GHK Lall on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Thank you for joining us on the National Outlook. We're closing in on closing out the week. Local expertise for West Demerara 4-lane highway, President Ali. I think that's wonderful. I think that's a wonderful thing. But as in everything, there are pluses and minuses. And I do hope, as much as I recommend that and I agree with that we utilize local content as much as we can, that we don't pay the price for that on the downside. Let me tell you what the president said. We are going to put together a local team. Good. When you talk about local content, we have the Army here. Yes, sir. The Ministry of Public Works, Guyana-based engineers. Again, yes, Your Excellency. GIS specialists and the private sector. Yes, yes, yes. Local knowledge, yes, again. And he goes on. I agree with all of that. We have some people who have done some outstanding work and have earned global reputations. They live outside now. We can engage them as consultants. We have people who are resident here in the Army, in the Ministry of Works. I understand that the Army's representative, Brigadier Gary Beaton, is a qualified engineer. Good, good, good. All right. Plus, plus, plus all the time. Things that are commendable. So, 4-lane highway, nice, futuristic project on the West Demerara, much needed. It ease congestions. So far, I'm talking about all the pluses, and I can only say, let's get this thing moving and let's get it done. But now, I run into a little roadblock, mental. The ones that we know, the ones that if I don't talk about, they still are there. So maybe we should talk about it a little. Here's the story. Local content, local engineers, local suppliers, local contractors are going to have to be involved in the mix. I say yes to all of that. But let's remember what has happened to one project, a dozen projects, a score of projects, and a history of projects where those projects have not delivered. They have gone into cost overruns. They have collapsed. They have fallen apart. They have failed us. PNC government, PPP government. I'm hoping that this time is different. Don't ask me why, but if you take away hope from us, if you take away hope from me, then I have nothing. I'm hoping that somewhere in there, all these flurries of words, that there are some kernels of truth, of genuine intent, of visions that are for ethical oversight, ethical responsibility, ethical conduct. That 4-lane highway is going to cost a couple of $100 million, easily, maybe much more than that. 12 miles, that could be a lot of millions, a lot of hundreds of millions. If our local content people are serious, are honorable, then we are going to get value for our money. We are going to get value for our money, and our citizens are going to have something of which to be proud about. I would be, and I don't care which government it is. I would stand and write about it, speak about it, so help me God. That's the way I like to operate. Now, if we can deliver a 4-lane highway, Guyana designed, Guyana produced, Guyana engineered, Guyana delivered, one that works, one that holds up, one that speaks to quality and durability, one that speaks to good oversight. Because when our engineers and our specialists, our accountants and our auditors have to sign off, far too often in the past, we've had where the sign-offs are meaningless. They cost us money. We have to spend more money and we get less. We get what is shabby, what breaks up under us, what leaks on us, and what does insults us every time we think of them, every time we remember them. So the 4-lane highway, I'm going to look upon that as a test case. It's supposed to start soon. It's going to cost money. Let us get it right. Let us go beyond the rhetoric. Let us revisit these things at the appropriate times and say, well done, or you're not doing what we said you're going to do. I'm paying closer attention now because we don't have much room for error. We don't want to be taking advances on oil money through borrowing and then going back and back and back to borrow more and more and more to do the same thing, the same one thing over and over because we have the money to do so, because future earnings. Again, I applaud the president. It's going to be local content, but local content has to deliver. Local content has to be on the job. Local content has to be innovative. And most of all, if local content comes with clean objectives, the rest will fall into place. We will have a project, a finished project, of which all of us can be proud about. Until the next time, GHK Lall on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Thank you for joining us.